ever gone live and I'm not walking. But I'm chilling right now. I'm chilling right now. Just got done editing some content. Want to go live. Want to go live. No, son. I'm actually planning on being live for a smooth minute if I could get a few of you guys in here. So I'm gonna wait for you guys to pull up and we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk a little bit. But you guys see the title of the video. Body game is a non-negotiable for men, bro. I love this shit so much. I love fitness so much. And I'm so glad I started making content and I'm in a position where I can help you guys transform your mind, transform your bodies, transform your dating lives, just become the best version of you guys. So such a beautiful thing. So I'm gonna set my phone up here. When you guys get in here, actually I need a good angle. My leg is right here. I'll set it up like right here. I got my phone charging too, so my cord is in there, but I'm gonna set my phone up. When you guys get in here, you know, shoot some text, let me know what's up, and we'll get started, all right? Make sure my phone doesn't fall. Can multitask, do some work while you guys show up in here. Can I mute this thing? We got somebody in here. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? I'm in here kicking it, bro. Y'all ain't never seen me in here chilling like this. I'm always on the go. Always on the go. What's up with you guys? What's up? What's up? What's up? When you guys get in here, let me know. When y'all get in here, let me know. We can start it. We can start talking. It's 11:20 where I'm at. Told you guys I moved to Texas, so I'm on Central Time. I know some of you guys might still be in the Pacific part of the United States, East Coast. Let me know what time it is where you guys are at. You're in Russia? See, this is the thing, bro. This is why I'm like, bro, we could go live at any time. Last time I went live, it was like some dudes in Australia saying, what's up? What time is it in Russia, man? What time is it in Russia? It's probably like nighttime right now. 1922, so it's 7:22 p.m., I assume. In Moscow, Russia. Is it 7:22 p.m. or a.m.? I would assume p.m. We got Destiny. What's up, Destiny? Yeah, 7:22 p.m. You on Body Game, bro? You see the title of the video, man. You on your fitness journey? Destiny, you on your fitness journey? Let me know. I'll get people who watch me who tell me that they don't even work out. I'm like, what's up with you guys, man? How you guys watch me and not work out? 4610, what's up? I was really gonna take a nap, and I'm like, bro, instead of taking a nap, let's go live. Destiny's on her fitness journey. There you go, Destiny. Destiny. They're gonna say I'm pandering, and I'm really not. I'm so serious when I say this. There are so many more lean women in the gym than lean men. Like you go to a commercial gym, a public gym, you'll see dudes who look like they're pregnant, and then you see a lot of women. I'm not gonna lie, there's still fat women, but a lot of women are relatively lean in the gym, where dudes are just absolutely like fat. It's so backwards. And every time I say that, dudes be like, "You're pandering." I'm like, bro, anybody who knows me in real life knows I'm the last person who needs to pander. I'm just giving you guys an observation. That's all I'm doing. That's literally all I'm doing. See, I'm right. Am I not right? They gonna say, "Oh, you're just saying that." She's just saying that because she's a woman, bro. I don't know. Like she's agreeing with me, but I'm being objective when I say it, bro. Dudes being in the gym be fat. Can I get some tips? I'm a new YouTuber. I'm doing song, gaming, and drawing. Stay consistent, bro. Stay consistent. Keep posting. Keep posting. Keep posting. Keep posting. That's what I do, bro. I'm a little bit past 2,000 subscribers, but I'm by no means a big channel, bro. I'm just consistent. I want to make sure, and you need to make sure that whatever you're making content on, you have a conviction to make content on, and that's gonna make it easier for you to stay consistent. But stay consistent, and use all the features, bro. Post shorts, post long form, post community posts, go live. Use the features that they have. Yeah, you have 16. See, I think that's the crazy part about life. It's like I have a little bit over 2,000 subscribers. I don't think I'm doing much, but to you, I'm probably doing pretty well. And when I was in your position, like 2,000 was like a crazy amount to me too. But now that I'm at 2,000, now I'm like, oh, it's not that much. Right? Same thing, you having 16 subscribers, somebody who doesn't even have a YouTube account is like, bro, you have 16 subscribers? And you're like, bro, 16 is nothing. Like the perspective shifts and like it's really crazy when you start going into it. Yeah, you can't go live because you don't have 16. Because you're not at 1,000. I think you need to go live. Well, then that's not something that you have access to. But what do you do? What do you have access to? You have access to shorts. You have, I don't know if you have access to community posts, but you don't have a community yet, which is fine. You have access to shorts. You have access to long form. Do that. And depending on what type of content you make, bro, like gaming and shit like that can do so well with short form content because a lot of gamers, a lot of people in that space do have like that shorter attention span. So you could do so well with short form content and use your short form to funnel to your long form depending on what your content is looking like. I don't know what gaming or what you exactly post though. The best muscle groups to look jacked would be the muscle groups that insinuate your V-taper. So your delts, your lats, your upper chest, your forearms, and your calves, and your upper back. Right? So your back, your lats, and your upper back, your neck, your delts, your forearms, your upper chest, your calves. They create that V-taper, they create the silhouette. And when you have a really good silhouette, you don't have to be super heavy. So definitely work on building the muscles that create the V-taper. You said you have a community, you have 16 subscribers, bro. That's a very small community, but you're right. That is a community. So take advantage of that community. You saw my shorts. You're trying to look like that. You can't look like me, Destiny. You're a woman. You can get lean though. You can get lean. I think you know what's crazy too with women is like women. I'm not gonna say it's easier for them to get in shape, but women, there's so many different body types to where they could be healthy and attractive. Whereas a man is like, are you lean and do you have a V-taper, bro? I'm lagging, bro. I'm always lagging on lives. I don't know why. I got 3 bars right now. I should be fine. Well, in lady form, yeah, I get you. I'm just playing with you. I've been training for 5 years. It takes work. I'll tell you right now, though, Destiny, that if you want a personalized training program or a personalized nutrition program, check the description. I would love to help you get right. I've been writing a few different programs for people recently, and it's such a beautiful thing to see people be able to change their physique. Right? Because a lot of people go to the gym, but they don't look the way that they want to look. I'm very passionate on helping people look the way that they want to look. So if you need my help, check the description. I'm soon making a Discord. Make a Discord for sure. Definitely want to make a Discord. Me personally, I don't have a Discord. I don't have anything outside of YouTube. I don't have a Patreon, but I might do something like that pretty soon. We'll see. Maybe at like 5,000 subscribers. Just make sure you don't spread yourself too thin, right? Make sure that you're not spreading yourself too thin. A lot of people do that. So you're focusing on YouTube. You have 16 subscribers, and you say, "Now I'm gonna go make a Discord." Well, it would behoove you, in my opinion, to focus on YouTube first, and then funnel your YouTube subscribers over to Discord, or focus on Discord and funnel Discord over to YouTube. But trying to grow everything at once, you're spreading your attention a little bit too thin. Yeah, Destiny, definitely check that out. Would love to help you. Discord in a month. As a matter of fact, let's check out my live on my MacBook. As a matter of fact, let's check out my live. It's gonna lag a little bit, but just give me a second. I want to check something out. It's gonna lag a little bit, but just give me a second. I want to check something out. Okay. 9/6/2026. That's when you plan on making the Discord. That's in like 2 weeks. What's up, EJ? What's good with you, man? What's good with you? I'm glad you was able to catch the live, bro. What's up? Always showing love on the content, bro. I really appreciate that, man. Always commenting, always showing love. That's what it takes to grow that social media, man. We need people showing love. Dang, I didn't mean to do that. Y'all got any questions for me? I'm over here multitasking, so I'm muting myself a little bit. But y'all got any questions for me? I would love to help you guys out. What questions y'all got for me? Y'all see the title of the video, man. Body game is a non-negotiable for men. A lot of men try to act like it's something to where being in shape is optional. I'm telling you that shit is not optional, bro. From all the stuff I see, like it's mandatory. Definitely mandatory. Love the content. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I dropped a YouTube video, what, maybe like an hour ago, and I got two more YouTube videos coming out today. So make sure you stick around. I'm gonna use the restroom quick. I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta get more salt in me, y'all. Water's been running through me so fast. I probably used the restroom like 50 times today, bro. I gotta get more salt in me. It's the little stuff like that that a lot of people don't know about. It's a good sign that my body's not the water that I'm drinking isn't going towards my muscles. It's just staying under the skin, and I'm just peeing it out. Stuff like that is actually super important when we're talking about muscle growth. But let's see what else we got. Oh, y'all showing love for the videos? Yeah. Do like ever training in a fasted state. I begin lifting after 16, 18 hours no food, and I kind of like it. I never really train in a fasted state. I train on lower calories, but I don't train in a fasted state. There's no benefit to training in a fasted state. Like truthfully, like your body, you'd have a better. And here's the thing: a lot of you guys are so focused on weight loss and stuff, and I really wanted you guys to be focused on your physique as opposed to the scale, right? So let's say like tomorrow I got back and chest in the morning at like 6 a.m. So let's say I go to that workout without having a pre-workout meal. I'm not putting myself in the best position to retain muscle or I should say to grow new muscle tissue. I'm not, because my body's fasted. People will say, well, you're gonna use fat for energy. Using fat for energy, especially at my level of leanness. Maybe if I was 30% body fat, I got all that extra body fat on me, it wouldn't be as bad. But sub 12% body fat, bro, and not having a pre-workout meal, like it's not smart. It's not smart at all. You want to make sure that your overall calories for the 24 hours that you're of your day, right? Today is what, August 26th. The calories for today, you just want to make sure that you time them where you need to time them. Whether you have that before your workout, after your workout, whether you have them before you go to sleep or when you wake up, all when you wake up, all the calories, like what you eat, like there's still calories, right? But if you really want to focus on muscle retention, if you really want to focus on body composition, then yeah, you will manipulate your food to where you have some before you train. Then you have some after you train to replenish glycogen. And then you have a good amount of carbs before you go to sleep to release serotonin, right? So fasted workouts, nah, I'm not pushing fasted workouts. But I will say that if you train in the morning, you don't have to have like 1,000 calorie meal before you train, bro. Couple rice cakes and some honey or some banana or something quick, right? But no, not fasted, not fasted. And if you are gonna train fasted, then I mean, you said after 16, 18, that's ridiculous. But if you are gonna train fasted, let's say in the morning, then you would need to make sure that you have a pretty hefty meal at night, the night before. So that's my mindset around it. What other questions you guys got? What other questions you guys got? How do you get 10K what? Subscribers, steps, 10K what? I don't have 10K subs, so I can't tell you how to get to 10K subs, bro. You just gotta stay consistent. I'm about a quarter way there. I can't tell you how to do something I haven't done, but I could tell you that you're not even at 100 subs. So I don't know why you're thinking about 10K. You gotta stay consistent, bro. You got work to do. Money, Zazim, I don't know what that means. And you guys called me before I was gonna take a nap. But instead of taking a nap, I'm chilling with you guys. So don't be on me for chilling right now. Hadn't gone. What's today? Wednesday. I was like, bro, we haven't gone live yet this week. I want to go live at least once a week. That's been my goal. I went live like 2 weeks ago. My phone started overheating. It's the first live that we went on in Texas. That was crazy. What other questions y'all got? What other questions y'all got? If it's nothing crazy going on in here, I'm gonna end it at 30 minutes. Get a little bit of rest. But if y'all coming in with some questions, I'll gladly answer them though. Bro, get your weird ass out of here. Whatever your name is, bro. You just in here just talking shit, bro. I'm chilling. New to the channel, bro. Love the content. I'm at 17% right now via Dexa. Were there any big changes you had to make to go to 12? Great question. See, this is what I came on here to talk about. Great question. So, first off, 17% Dexa. I'm not, if you want to do DEXAs and in bodies, all that stuff is fine. Obviously, DEXAs are going to be a little bit more accurate than in bodies, but DEXAs specifically are inaccurate. I mean, in bodies are inaccurate, but in bodies, like everybody knows in bodies are inaccurate. Motherfuckers always be posting, oh, I'm 4% body fat with the in body scan. It's like, bro, you're not 4% body fat. But even DEXAs are inaccurate, right? So, what do you look like visually? Yes, your DEXA says 17%, which means that you probably are somewhere between 14 and 20%. Do you have upper abs? Do you have some striations? Do you have some veins? Whatever. But let's take you being at 17%. Let's take that at face value and say that you're actually 17%. For you to go to 17 to 12%, I want you to focus on making sure that you're eating whole foods. right? Because when you're above 20% body fat, you still need to be eating whole foods. You still need to live an active lifestyle. You still need to make sure your sleep and recovery is on point. But truthfully, if you eat 3 cookies instead of 5 cookies, you lose body fat above 20%. Once you get below 20%, that's when you're really like in the game, right? So specifically to go from 17 to 12%, you need to make sure that number one, you're diligent with your calorie intake. Like it's not, oh, I'm a little bit more hungry, so I'm gonna eat more. It's like, bro, stick to your calories, right? But then making sure that you're not doing like cheat meals, like, oh, well, I have 500 calories left. Instead of eating rice and like rice, potatoes, and ground turkey, I'm gonna eat some bullshit that's still 500 calories. That doesn't work anymore once you're sub 20% body fat. It's not smart, right? Because the lower your body fat gets as a natural, once you get sub 15, you get to 12, you get to 10%, your body does not want to give up fat tissue. Your body will gladly give up muscle tissue, right? So you want to make sure that your body's giving up fat tissue by eating whole foods, staying in a moderate calorie deficit too, right? And making sure that you're strength training. So you're really doing the same things that you should have been doing, but most people aren't doing those things. So the things that you should have been doing, which is focusing on resistance training, not being in an extreme calorie deficit, eating whole foods, eating high protein, eating high carb, eating moderate fats, right? Not eating cheat meals, things that you should have already been doing, they just become more important and more imperative as you get down below 20%. Like your wiggle room and your margin for error is slim to none when you're trying to get down to 12% body fat, a true 12% body fat as a natural. So I hope that answers your question. It's not like, oh, well, I'm 17 going to 12, so now I need to start running more. It's not that. Now I need to start exercising more. It's not that. But you're supposed to be doing the same things that you should have already been doing and just doubling down on them. That's really what it is. Now, can we get into the nooks of crannies of things? Yes, we can. But that's just a good basic answer. Visually, you can see a 4-pack. You're 5'8", 153. Had to drop my calories to 1,800. 1,800 is crazy, bro. 1,800 is so crazy. There's no reason why you should be on 1,800. What's your activity looking like, man? 1,800 is ridiculous. 1,800 calories and still not sub 15% body fat is ridiculous, bro. It's way too low. Yeah, it's too low, bro. Because at 1,800 calories, how are you supposed to get your proper micro and macronutrients in on that low of calories? That's extremely hard. It's hard for people who know how to diet, let alone the average person who doesn't know how to diet. You're supposed to eat high carb, high protein, moderate fats, get your potassium, your zinc, your vitamin A, your vitamin C, all your sodium. You're supposed to get all that in on 1,800 calories, bro. That's tough. That's super tough, bro. I would not have you at 1,800 calories. So truthfully, before I even have you cut any more, I would have you working your maintenance calories up, lifting 5 times a week, 30 to 35 minutes. 5 times a week for 30 to 35 minutes, 10 to 15K steps daily. Bro, there's no reason, just on that activity alone, there's no reason why you should be on 1,800 calories. You're 5'8", 153, your maintenance is at least 2,700 for sure. If you're lifting 5 times a week, 30 to 35 minutes is a pretty short session, actually. But still, your maintenance at least 25, easy. Probably even higher. 10 to 15K step. Yeah, your maintenance is definitely, your maintenance is like between 27 and 3K. Like Peter Weta said, bro, you're going to cook your metabolism at 1,800 calories, bro. 40 to 40, yeah, bro. 1,800 is way low. See, that's the thing. So, like I say, basically, once you get sub 20%, you're just doubling down on things that you should have already been doing. You should have never been in a super steep deficit, right? So you double down on that as you get leaner. But for you, you have to go back to the basics because if you're eating 1,800 calories, tell me what your maintenance is. But I doubt you're in, or I guarantee you're in something that's more than a 500 to 700 calories deficit. You're probably in like an 1,000 calorie deficit, which is, it's not smart, especially looking to cut to 12% body fat. So let me know. Give me some more details and we'll figure this out. Bro, that doesn't, no. The scale, what do you mean the scale wasn't moving? Was it not moving as fast as you wanted it to? Were you actually eating 2,000 calories tracked every single day for 2 weeks with your same output? Like, come on, bro. The scale wasn't moving. You're telling me that you were like 150. What are you, let's go back to your stats. Let's say you were 160 with that output that you said, eating 2,000 calories every day, every single day for 2 weeks, and you stayed at 160. No. Come on, bro. Peter Weta said you need a diet break. Yeah, he needs to immediately go back up to his maintenance. And this is why, if you guys need coaching, check the description, right? A lot of people do not know what they're doing. If you want to do this and make it sustainable and you want my help, check the description, okay? But even with where you're at right now, like Peter Weta said, I would have you eating at maintenance, and I would actually work to get your maintenance up as high as possible before I even put you back in a deficit. You maintain 165 pounds at over 3,000 calories. Well, nobody said you had to go back to 3,000. 1,800 and 3,000 are drastically different. They're drastically different. But we do need to know what your maintenance is. That's Peter Weta. I thought that was Homeboy responded. Yeah, but even Peter Weta, like that's not, bro. This shit is a little bit more confusing than people think, because it's like your height and your weight don't determine your maintenance calories. You could just be way more active than the other guy, which would mean that you need more calories to maintain your weight. So it's more to it than that. Percentage from RandallBranch, bro. I don't know what that means. Sony Online. I don't know what you mean by that. We gonna kick it on here until 12, which for those of you guys who are on where I'm at is 9 more minutes. 9 more minutes. As a matter of fact, I think I got a YouTube video scheduled to come out at 12. Let me check. Yep. YouTube video coming out in a few minutes, y'all. Appreciate it. Yeah, bro. Definitely. Sony Online, I don't know what you mean when you say percentage from RandallBranch. What does that mean? A good body weight for 5'8" would be somewhere where your BMI is between 20 and 24. So you got to figure that out. Just type in what weight would be a 20 BMI for 5'8", and what weight would be a 24 BMI for 5'8". Somewhere within that weight range with a body fat between 7 and 14%. 20 to 24 BMI, 7 to 14% body fat. Obviously, the lower your weight is on that 20 to 24 BMI range, the lower your body fat should be. So you shouldn't be a 20 BMI with a 14% body fat. That means that you have pretty poor body composition. But if you were able to get to like a 24 BMI at like 7% body fat, that's probably like the maximum body composition. So keep that in mind. My BI, you mean your body fat? I don't know what you mean, Sony Online, bro. See, even like 150 to 150. Let me search up real quick. That's pretty high, bro. I ain't gonna lie. 5'8". Like that's probably like a 20. Let me see. Okay, that's pretty decent, yeah. That's towards the higher end. See, like, at 5'8", you shouldn't be in the 160s. That's not low, bro. That's not low. We're just fat as a society. 5'8", 150, 155 pounds is fine. I think Bruce Lee was like 5'8", like 120. Or like 5 something, like 120. I can't see your physique, Sony online. You have to DM me if you want me to estimate what your body fat percentage is. But don't just, I mean, pause, like, not on no weird shit, but you'd have to actually show me your physique. Like, I would need to see your legs, your back, and everything. I can't do is be like, what's my body fat percentage? They send a pic of like their midsection. It's like, bro, that's not how you measure body fat percentage. Yeah, Bruce Lee was 135 at 5'8". He was like 130 at 5'8". You guys be 5'8", thinking that you need to be 180 pounds. I'm 6'2", and I'm probably somewhere in like the high 170s right now. But you're 5'8", and you think you need to be 190 pounds, 200 pounds. No. No. See, for me, I'm keeping my BMI between a 21 and a 23. That's just for me personally. I'm like 5'5", 140. That I cannot guess your body fat percentage off of that, dude. Like I said, you have to DM me your physique. I can't guess your body fat percentage off of your height and weight. You could be 70%. No, you're not gonna be 70%. You could be like 25% body fat, or you could be 8%. I'm not gonna look at it right now, man. I'm live right now. I'm gonna have to check it out later. Just DM me. I'll check it out. I'm looking at some other stuff right now. I'm looking to figure out what content I'm gonna make tomorrow. All my content for today is already made, long form wise. Yeah, I got you. I have people DM me sometimes trying to figure out what their body fat percentage is. And I'm telling you guys, like, truthfully, if you guys want to do in bodies indexes, do what you want to do, but those are not accurate, bro. Like, the most accurate is by somebody who could visually, truthfully, it's going to be better to visually assess you in person. But even online, somebody who knows what they're talking about, who sees your legs from the front and back, who sees your abs, who sees your chest, your back, you know, your arms, they could tell you a good estimate. Being 100, that doesn't make you guys, bro. Like I said, your calories do your weight does not determine how many calories that you eat. You could be 5'8", 155 and require 5,000 calories to maintain your weight. Yes, I'm gonna say that again. You could be 5'8", 155 and require 5,000 calories to maintain your weight. Is it possible? Yes, it's very possible. Is it likely? Probably not. But if you want to use a more reasonable number, 3,500 calories. Right, but you have to live an active lifestyle. Like I mentioned when I started this live, this is the only live I've probably ever made where I'm sitting down because I move throughout the day. I'm just getting some rest right now. Right, so when you guys try to throw your height and your weight as to why you would need to eat a certain amount of calories or to what your body fat percentage is, it doesn't work like that. It's not I'm 5'10", 200, so I need this amount of calories, or I'm 5'10", 200, so my body fat percentage is this. No, it's way more nuanced than that. Peter Wade said it, increase your output, never drop calories. I don't want to say never drop calories, but increasing your output has to be the priority, which is why I tell you guys to train high volume. I get a lot of shit for I get a lot of shit on for training high volume, but high volume is one of the easiest ways to stay lean because it's high output. High volume means high output. You make great content. I keep getting to 13 to 14% and get extreme hunger pains. How do you deal with that? You shouldn't be getting extreme hunger pains above 12% body fat. Regardless of where you are, regardless of where your genetic, because we all have a genetic set point body fat percentage wise where we tend to start getting more hungry. Some guys that's going to be 12, some guys that's going to be 10, some guys that's going to be 8. But every guy should be able to get to 12% body fat without extreme hunger pains. So if you're having extreme hunger pains, it's probably due to your nutrition protocol, your nutritional structure. Probably not eating the right macronutrients, possibly not the right micronutrients, and your meal timing is probably off too. And the type of foods that you eat, like you're gonna have more hunger pains eating Doritos and ice cream in a calorie deficit as opposed to potatoes, oats, and chicken thighs. So if you want a custom training or a custom nutrition program, check the description of this live. But you shouldn't be having extreme hunger pains at 13 to 14. You said extreme. You didn't say a little bit of discomfort. You're saying extreme hunger pains. You shouldn't be having that above 12% body fat. If you have a sedentary job, and this is why I tell you guys, if you have a sedentary job, it becomes even more important for you to train high volume, because the time that you spend in the gym is the most activity that you're going to do during the day, which means that your output needs to be even higher because you're probably not going to be active throughout the rest of the day. Most people live sedentary jobs, which is why I say most people need to be training high volume. I walk to and from the gym, and I even walk while I eat, guys. I have a step desk, or not a step desk, a walking pad, and I walk while I eat. I'm moving. This is the most sitting I'm going to do throughout the day today, right? I'm just getting a little bit of rest. But you have to find ways to make your life more active. This is what I help people with, man. This is what I help people with. Anything that you guys need my help with, if you guys want to join my coaching, personalized training, personalized nutrition, I work with people who have busy lives. We look at their life. We find ways to fit in walks. We fix their training program. Boom. Now they're burning an extra 1,000 calories a day, right? So first they were cutting on 1,800. Now they're cutting on 2,700. Because they're cutting on more food, their macros and their micronutrient profiles are better, which means that they feel better while they're cutting, right? So many things, right? If you need my help, it should be in the description for you guys to check out. But yeah. What's your favorite rep range for compound movements? 10 to 12 rep range. I don't do anything below 10 reps. Everything I do is between 10 and 20 reps. For top sets, is between 10 and 12. For back off sets, is between 12 and 20. They say you're supposed to walk after every meal. Walk before a meal, walk during the meal, and walk after the meal. Walk as much as possible. Real talk, y'all. But yes, walking after a meal does help with insulin sensitivity and help with digestion. But I'm telling you, bro, you could even get a walking pad and walk during a meal. Do as much walking as you guys can. And my phone fell. This was a good live. This really started to pick up at the end. I'm finna end the live, y'all, because my YouTube video just dropped. Make sure you guys check that out. And check the description if you guys need some help, all right?